G'day guys, my name's Jared and I'm, as you can tell, from Australia. It's not my real accent, but yes I am from Australia, and I'm gonna post for my first video ever, my top 5 favourite games of 2012. Some of you may disagree, that's alright, you're entitled to your own opinion, this is mine, don't judge me too hard on it. Well, first of all, we have number 5, which is a game that is not out in Australia. It's not being sold because of some thing that, I don't know, too mature for us or something. But I don't know what they're on about. We're very mature in Australia. But anyway, it's called The Walking Dead. And I obviously haven't played it, but I have watched one of my favourite video game commentators, Toby Games, Tobuscus, play it. And I really enjoyed it, and I would have loved to have played it myself. I can't do that. I played the first episode though on iPad, but it's alright. And it's all about these zombies that are from that are dead, obviously. I'm not sure how they come up. I'm not sure how that happened. But you're a character called Lee Everett, I think it is, and you are wrongly or right, I'm not sure if it's wrongly or rightly convicted of murder, but that doesn't really matter. You escape from the police car because he runs into a zombie, he dies, you shoot the zombie, you walk off, and that's just the introduction. You meet a girl called Clementine, a few other people along the way, others die and all that, but that's different anyway. And then I won't wreck any more of it for you if you haven't played it. That's just it, and that's at number 5. And my top 4 doesn't involve any real surprises here, to me anyway. You might disagree, you might be surprised that one of your favourites isn't in there, but this is pretty clear to me. And number 4 is the new Assassin's Creed game, where you're the American guy. The campaign, you don't fall in love with the main guys as much as you did with Ezio in Brotherhood, but it still sort of entices you into it. But I preferred the other Assassin's Creed games, but this game still allows you the freedom of the past ones. You can hunt, you don't have to do the campaign. Campaign's alright, it's good, okay, but what's really good about it, obviously, is scaling the high buildings and just the animation. It looks so realistic, and that it just really, they worked real hard on it, and you can tell that, but just the campaign isn't as good as previous ones. At number 3, I have Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Now, it's not as good, I think personally, as Black Ops 1. It's set in the future, blah 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 blah. The campaign isn't as good, but people mainly get Black Ops 2 for the zombies and the multiplayer, and which are as good as always, obviously. You know, no game's gonna beat their multiplayer. It's just, I think anyway, you're not gonna go past a game that's got as good a multiplayer as Call of Duty. But anyway, if it's at number 3 because I like storylines and campaigns, and it just doesn't rate up there with previous Call of Duties and all that. But it's still a good game, and if you haven't got it, I recommend it. But just not up there with previous Call of Duties to me. Modern Warfare, you can't go past it. Anyway, now on to number 2. Some of you may be surprised at this place. high as it did. Maybe you thought it could be 4 or 5, but Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3 is, you're a character named Jason and you get trapped by pirates on a holiday, and you're stuck, you're trapped with your brother, older brother, and your younger brother and friends are, you're not sure where, and you and your older brother escape because he's an ex-military soldier and he knows what he's doing, and he helps you escape, but he gets shot along the way, and you escape. They gave you like 5 seconds to run off, which I think was dumb. Just shoot you on the spot, but they didn't. But anyway, you escape, and you in the campaign you have to save your friends and your younger brother to bring him back. I must say I haven't actually finished the campaign yet, so I'm not sure how it ends, so I can't spoil it for you. But it's good fun, and like Assassin's Creed, it gives you freedom to hunt, run around. And the hunting ranges from crocodiles to leopards to goats and others, so it's really good. I actually prefer it to Assassin's Creed, obviously, but it's got a storyline, it's good, and the multiplayer, it's not that good. But anyway, number 1, can't go past Halo 4. Now you might be the campaign is brilliant. The multiplayer is actually surprisingly really good. And like I said, I like campaigns and storylines, and the storyline is, it continues from Halo 3. You're trapped, you were put in the chamber thingamajig, and Cortana lets you out, and that's the beginning. And you walk out, and Cortana's very, very sick, and you have to take her back to Dr. Halsey to fix it. And at the start, you're up with the Covenant and all that, and then you meet these new enemies called the Forerunners. And at first, it's the Forerunners and the Covenant up against each other, and you are against both of them as well, and they're against each other. It's like a big 3-way battle. And then at the rest of it, they team up, the Forerunner and the Covenant, against you, and they form a whole big army. And it is your job to get Cortana back, but then it escalates into something much bigger than just getting Cortana back. But that's all I'm gonna say to you. The multiplayer is surprisingly really good. It's a bit like Call of Duty's multiplayer, where you are on a team and all that, but it's a good multiplayer, and it also adds on things like Spartan Ops, and doesn't matter, I won't go into all of that, but I think it's a really good game, which is obviously why it's at number 1 of my list. And there's some honourable mentions that were unlucky not to get a shout out in this. Dishonored, great game. That would have been, if I was doing a top 10, that would have been number 6 for sure. Dishonored is a really good game. It's unlucky not to get in there. It's just a really good game, and if you haven't got it, I recommend it. But it just, I don't know, I preferred, obviously, my top 5 that are in there. Well, thanks for watching. That's all I've got for you. I wish you a good, happy holidays, and bye.